Hey, what's up everybody? It is Coach Matt coming to you from EliteThrowsCoaching.com. We are going with our first video from the new EliteThrowsCoaching.com website. So make sure you go there, check it out, subscribe for the newsletter, and see all the stuff that we have to offer. So today's video is in response to a question that was left on the website from a guy named Sam. And Sam says that he has a very weird or odd theory regarding standing throws. Essentially what Sam is saying, Sam's a good shot putter, good discus thrower from New Jersey, I believe, is where he said he was from. And Sam is wondering why he should take the time and waste time practicing standing throws if that's not what he does during a meet. He thinks that basically standing throws do not have any carryover into the regular throw or the full technique, the glide and the spin in the discus, the rotational movement in the discus, and is wondering why he should do standing throws. He mentions that he's not going to do a quarter squat to get stronger for the full squat, so why would he do a standing throw if when he goes to a track meet, he's only going to be doing full throws? Well, this is a very good question, and I can see where some people would wonder, why am I even bothering practicing a standing throw if it's a full throw in a track meet? And the reason is, well, there's a few different reasons, but the main reason from my point of view and the style of coaching that I do with my athletes is that I want standing throws, I want power position throws to look identical to the way that the end of your full technique is going to look. So if I take a slow motion video of you doing a power position or a standing throw in practice, and then I take a slow motion video of you doing your full glide at a track meet, the power position of that full glide should look exactly like the power position of your standing throw. And I think this is where a lot of people get confused. You see, power position throws, standing throws, they're not just a drill that's done for a warm-up. They're not just a drill that is done as a separate movement to the full throw. What you need to picture in your head is that your standing throws at practice are going to be the finishing movement of your full throws during a meet. So you absolutely need to do your standing throws during practice so that you can master the main part, the most important part of your throw, which is getting in that power position and delivering power, delivering that force in the correct manner. It's what it's all about. In fact, it's so important when you listen to and when you talk to and when you research articles and videos done by some of the best gliders that have ever lived, what you start to notice is that they put a ton of emphasis into how far their standing throw can go. And the better their standing throw, the farther that they can put the shot in their standing throw, the farther the glide is going to be. Because the full glide movement, when you break down some of the best throwers that have existed, the full glide movement is not going to add a ton of distance to the end of their standing throw, their power position throw. Unlike a rotational shot putter, some of the best rotational shot putters did not have great standing throws or great power position throws. And some of the great rotational shot putters like Brian Oldfield, many times on Facebook and on social media, has said that the farther that his standing throw has gone, or the farther that he can do a standing throw with a heavier or a lighter weight shot put, the better and the farther his full rotation went. Now, taking it completely out of the context of the track and field world, you have to look at just motor patterns. You have to look at the way that your body learns to do the movement. Whatever the exercise might be, for example, a squat in the weight room, a bench press in the weight room. If you're looking at swinging a baseball bat, taking a jump shot, you have to work on the fundamentals of those movements. That's why the best home run hitters still take batting practice. The best home run hitters still are working with a hitting coach. The best pitchers in Major League Baseball still have a pitching coach that's going to break down smaller movements of the throw. And it's to take those athletes and take their mechanics to a higher level to make sure that everything in their mechanics is sound. You need to do the same thing for your standing throw. Standing throw is not just a drill. It's not just a challenge to see how far you can do a standing throw with a discus or a standing throw with a shot put. It is so that you can hone and work on those mechanics. Now, with the distances that you say you're throwing, you are a very good thrower. In fact, you would give many of the juniors here in Rhode Island that I work with a run for their money with the distances that you're throwing with the shot especially. But what you have to realize is that you are not an elite thrower. You are not an Olympic medalist. You are not a world champion. Not yet. If you keep working at it, anything is possible. So you need to continue to work on those throwing mechanics, on your release mechanics, on working from the ground up, on improving your block, making sure that everything is going right down the middle when you do your glide, when you do your power position throws and shot. You need to work on that during your standing throw. So it's very tough to work on that during a full throw, during a full glide, or during a full rotational spin with the discus. But what you need to do is break down those movements into smaller parts, work on your mechanics during those smaller parts, and one of those smaller parts, the most important of those parts, is going to be your standing throw. So that's an awesome question. That's a really, really good question that was sent in through the Elite Throws Coaching website. You guys are going to see Primal Athlete Training Center, primalatc.com, no longer has anything track and field related up on that site. Primalatc.com is just a static website for this gym so that my local athletes and my athletes that play sports other than track and field are not getting confused when they go to that site. And EliteThrowsCoaching.com, that is for all of the online track and field products that we sell, the blog that I'm going to be putting out 3 times a week, the throwing newsletter that's going to be going out once a week. That is where all of the throwing related material is and will be is on that site. So make sure you check it out. Leave your questions, leave your comments down below. Get this discussion going. I really want this to be the place where athletes can come and learn more about throwing and about throws training. Leaving your questions, leaving your comments on that website is going to really generate a lot of people, and it's going to keep these questions coming and keep your education as a thrower growing and growing. All right? Leave your questions, leave your comments right on EliteThrowsCoaching.com, and I'll talk to you guys real soon.